Hello, today we are talking about content to cash flow with the one and only Mevany Biggins, all the way from Atlanta, Georgia. Hi, Mevany.
Woo, 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 woo. I'm doing great.
I'm so happy to have you here. You guys are going to love what she has to share. You've been on my team and helping me for the last half of a year in so many
hmm
ways. You understand tech, you get this, you just know how to thread these needles and make it all easy and help people who are stuck with crunches in terms of tech. So you want to teach us today how we can create content that creates cash flow. How can we do that?
Okay, so I always say that you need to have your own digital storefront. So like whether even if you have an Instagram page or a Facebook page or a TikTok, there should be somewhere where people can go and I say ethically stalk you, right?
Yeah.
Because again, before people buy from you, they have to know, like, and trust you, right? So when I say content to cash flow, it's creating core pieces of content that are evergreen. And
Hmm.
what I do is take that content and I launch it using paid ads. So it just works on your behalf 24/7. And then after that, then you ask them to buy something. Then you ask them, to join your course or join your program or your membership program. It's one of those things where we do things too soon. We want to say, hey, how you doing? Marry me. It's like, no,
Right.
ick, you know? So it's like I teach people how to engage your community and get them to buy without giving them the ick, you know?
Right. So you're
You don't
doing
want to
that
give them the ick.
when you say the ads, our ads, I mean, I use ads. What about for someone who's never used ads? I mean, so you're saying step one, get a storefront. And then are you saying then develop content on your storefront and then after that run ads or run ads to bring them to your storefront?
I think one is the storefront will be key first, getting the content in your Instagram page or what have you done first, getting that done completely, particularly, right? So you
Yes.
want to make sure that you know what you're going to be talking about, and
Okay.
that you have the credentials, or the credibility to back it up and talk about it. So then two, after that, engagement ads are one of the cheapest ads to actually run. And what they call it, what do people, the kids say, stand on business. I'll stand on business about it, right? So because a lot of people go with what's called conversion ads. Convert If you had a spectrum, engagement ads are the least expensive, conversion ads are the most expensive. There's a reason why, because the engagement ads are just people who are just looking, click or like. But I call it the swarm. You want to get a swarm of people that's kind of buzzing around your page. And
Mhm.
then when you launch your conversion ads is when you talk to the almighty algorithm to like actually bring people who are most likely to
Mhm.
buy from your offer. And then you can actually build in your audience of potentials to do what is called a funnel. You funnel them down here. But if you're already trying to spend to get people to buy, you spend the most money. The way I like
Right.
to do it is like if you have a pail and it has water and you have a gallon, if you want to fill the gallon of water up and it has the holes at the bottom, you're gonna have to like use 2 or 3 gallons of water
Right.
to fill up that
Right.
bucket. Now imagine that bucket being cash, you
Ooh.
know?
Right.
So like, so in our world, people call it like, ethical gambling. And I'm like, I don't like to gamble like that. It's
Uh-huh.
like we're not doing that. Some people do take the credit cards and they run it up all the way just to see how it works. And but they hope that it pans out at the end. And in
Right.
very rare cases it does, but most cases it doesn't. And then what you're gonna do,
Right. What you gonna
you
do?
know?
Then so you're saying create engagement. Those are the
hmm
cheapest kind of leads. And
hmm
so what are some examples of engagement content?
Okay, so your origin story. So like
Okay.
you want to work on your origin story about how you got to this point. And this is when you use your actual story. And some people
Mhm.
and what I've learned from my clients is that they're most afraid of using their actual story. They want to craft another story that resonates well with somebody else instead of just using your own story. And you'd be surprised at how many people are attracted to it. So the origin story is the first one that's very, very important. And then
Okay.
the number 2 and 3 are your problem agitators. So you want to start throwing out problems that people are encountering and finding solutions to that. So for example, for me, I have content to cash flow. So I'll open up saying something like this. Here's the reasons why I can't stand people who do what I do. First of all, you're not gonna get $5 for every one you put in. Whereas I will fight you. You're like, it's like for me, that is
Yeah.
an ache of mine to
Right.
use to use the guarantee of, if you give me $1, I'll give you $5 back in ads. You and I both know that doesn't work.
No,
You know,
it takes a
that doesn't
while to
work.
optimize to that. Okay, so
Exactly.
you agitate a problem, you kind of
Mm-hmm.
throw rocks at your enemy,
Mm-hmm.
tell what's a framework for the origin story? Because I teach it one way, but I'm curious how you like. Why do people
Mm-hmm.
care?
So, okay, so there's different categories. So I call it the 6 E's. You know, you want to engage, educate, entertain, edify, empower, or encourage. Or encourage and
Good.
edify, kind of same thing. But like each one is a different type of content that you're doing. What I would talk about is that what I just spoke about was more of like an entertain type thing. Because I wouldn't see it as me, I would see it as me trying to attract attention. But this is why you should listen to me. So I'm still kind of entertaining. And then like the next piece of content I would do would be an educational piece of content. So, okay, you know
Mm,
what? So what's the difference between engagement ads and conversion ads? Let me go ahead and show you. And then I'll talk about a screenshot about engagement ads, what it does and how it works. So if you want your Facebook page to grow, if you want to increase followers on Instagram, let's go ahead and talk about these engagement ads and how we can get this going. Here are the cons. You don't have a name or an email, but there are automations you can use to build up your list, right? Or two, conversion ads. Do you have what is called a marketing funnel? Do you know how to collect leads? Do you have a list building page? Okay, let's work on a conversion funnel and let's talk about the pros and cons of that. The pros are you'll get more high
okay.
quality leads that are going to opt in to your page. But the con is that you're going to have to spend more per day. So be okay with spending more per day on what we call a loss
Mhm.
leader. So
That's cool.
if I'm spending $50 to build up my lead list on a loss leader, I better have a back end offer to make up for that cost. But
Right.
on the other side of the coin, one of the more difficult funnels to create is what is called a self-liquidating offer, where you actually opt in, they see the sales page, and even if they don't like the first sale, they'll see another opportunity to get another sale, maybe a little bit less. Then they'll
Hmm.
see another offer, maybe a little bit more. Then they'll probably get to a membership page where it's super, super dirt cheap, but you're getting somebody in for the ad dollar.
Right.
It takes longer to build, and you definitely have to do a lot of research as far as your offer testing is concerned, but when you're playing the ads game, when you're playing like the content to cash flow game, you want to decide which route you want to go to.
Right.
One of the easiest ways for content to cash flow, I like Stand Store
Okay.
because you can run ads using your content and you can say comment yes below. And when they comment yes below, you can use Facebook to respond immediately with your Stand Store, and they can buy
Hold on.
whatever it is in your
Can you
Stand
only
Store.
use Stan Store on TikTok or can you do that on Facebook too?
No, I think Stand Store you can use it on Instagram. Yeah, on Instagram. I know TikTok has their own TikTok store,
Right.
and that
But they have a
trends
Stan
very,
Store
very
too.
well. Yes.
Okay. So I can see what you're doing here as you were educating us. You gave us the pros, you gave us the cons. But the other thing that you did, I want everyone to see, she also activated the gap. Because all of a
Mhm.
sudden you're like, but I don't have this and I don't have that. So you need to know more because you're in education. And then you could then take the next step to work with you because
Mhm.
you've already demonstrated to me that you are an expert, you know what you're doing, and I don't, and you just help me resolve a clue. So you guys, so we have education, empower, edify, entertainment, engagement. Did I miss a couple E's?
Well, fine. I'm gonna get my ease back up.
Get your E's back
I
up.
put, oh yeah, okay. I put educate, I said edify, I said empower, encourage,
Encourage. Oh, it's encourage. Okay. Encourage
encourage.
and
Yes,
entertainment and engagement.
engagement. Yes,
That is a great framework, Missy. So we're talking
yeah,
content to cash flow with these 6 E's. I love
yeah,
this. Telling your
definitely.
origin story. Okay, great. So we're
Um,
and that
and then you go to the rundown of
mm,
what you offer people, and then also one of your most important pieces of content is answering questions that people are objecting to. So
mhm.
one of the largest objections I have with content and running ads is that ads are really expensive. They are. They are expensive, but it's also a mindset, a mind frame. It's like no matter how high the price of gas goes, we're gonna be in line, no matter if it's $2, $3, $4, $5, if to get somewhere, getting gas.
Right.
That's just it. So you have to look at running advertisement as an important part of your business diet. If you don't have a marketing and advertising budget, do you really have a business? Are you really running a business, or do you have a hobby? There's nothing wrong with the two, but being able to locate where you are helps you find the goals, and the direction of where you want to be. So
Yeah.
yes, being able to set for every sale you make, putting 20% aside for your advertising budget, at least
Okay.
20% for your
20% to
advertising
ads,
budget.
ads and marketing. And what I like about Facebook ads, I've been using them since 2014. And I wish, because it was so easy back in 2014. Oh my gosh. If I would have known what I know now, and I think in 10 years we'll be saying the same thing. Like it was so cheap back in the 1800s, right? But the key that I like about it is it is a filter. And Jesus said, my sheep hear my voice. So Facebook
Mhm,
ads allow your people to really find you. They can
mhm.
sift and sort and say, this is not for me, this is for me, and they find you. I mean, I have clients that I've met from all over the globe because of the gift of Facebook and Instagram ads. So,
Mhm.
okay, cool. So we want to have 20% of our marketing. Now, do you recommend, this is what I personally recommend, that people start organic to make sure it's actually working for them organically before they put money into it? What are your thoughts?
Actually, I have an opposite view. Say, why not test the content to see which one pops the most?
So would you
So, like,
boost a post?
no, that'll
No.
be a key mistake is boosting posts. Here's
Mhm.
why: you don't get your data on the front end.
Okay.
Remember, Facebook gets the money on the front end, but we have to make the money on the back end, right? So you need to set up your own business manager account. That is paramount. You must do that because you need to know where your dollar is going, right? So I teach people how to run, like I call dollar a day ads, these $1 engagement ads, and you get to see, based on the views and based on the watch time of that content, which content is resonating for you to use.
That's
So
doable.
if I have 5 pieces so I'm an overthinker. So this is me, okay? I'm the type of person who will pump out like 5, 10 pieces of content, and I'm like, I wonder what am I gonna talk about today? I'm gonna talk about this. Oh, yeah. So, well, no, I don't feel like talking about this. And this is the first thing that people want to know. But I'm trying to think of some kind of grandiose, you know, mind-boggling, earth-shattering thing to talk about. No, but people just want to find something simple. So what helps clear my mind when I do my content days, I go back to the ads and I look at, the watch time. So if I see the average watch time of a 45-second video is 30 seconds, oh, come on, let me go ahead and do a little tree on that. Let me go ahead and do some more talking about this subject. If I see
Mhm.
a content video that I'm super passionate about, but the watch time is like 3 seconds, I,
Right.
I love it, people aren't resonating by it. And
Mhm.
then also what I've also noticed too is in the social sphere, in the organic social sphere, day in the life ads are working. Like people make
Right.
fun of like people like Drew Walls and other people who just film themselves doing everyday tasks. That's what I'm going to start being. I'm that's Melanie personally is going to set up her tripod. I'm going to wake up and you're going to and people need to know what is it like for Mev.
Right.
People, I have to make tech look fun. I have to say,
Right.
this is what I'm doing. Like, this is what we're doing right now. I should be recording myself being recorded to talk about this, because clients need to
I'll catch
see
you.
that
I'll
we
catch you.
actually do work.
I'm catching you, girl. This is Matt behind the scenes, a day in the life. This is a day in the life of Amanda. Hi.
Telling you, this is the POV. POV,
Yeah.
this is
The
what you do as
POV.
an entrepreneur, and this is how I service my clients. I sit and it's not, oh, she just sits in front of a computer. No, as you can see, I'm moving, I'm thinking, I got
Yeah.
things to do. But when
Do you
people
do
see that you're a real person, they
what
want to
about
work with
the
you.
GRWM? Get
Oh
ready
my
with
gosh.
me. Get ready with me. So Get Ready With Me are also really good. So I did a GRWM, but my kids deleted it. Okay, so Get Ready With Me, like I don't really do my hair and makeup, like I'm a 2-second thing, but I do put my hair up in something. So I do this satin rod, and so I did a get ready with me, and that people want to see how you get ready, even though I have the fake
Yeah.
lashes and stuff. So it's not like I don't put a lot of makeup on, but I'm loving this. And then the POV. So
Mhm.
let me ask you, because I've never done a day in the life. Does that mean are you just filming it on your phone and then you're doing like every 5 seconds, you're just like clipping, which like, do you put it on
So what?
tripod? Tell us how to do it.
Okay, so I'm getting y'all the game. Listen, y'all got to get on the CapCut. You got to get on
Yeah,
CapCut.
gotta get
But
them.
and I take the long form video
Yeah.
and I just chop it up in CapCut. And then once I do that, then I do a voiceover over all of it.
Okay, but how do you record the live?
Oh,
So
so like, okay, so I have a gooseneck. This is called a gooseneck clamp. If you go on Amazon and say
yeah,
gooseneck clamp, I
gooseneck. Yeah,
attach it.
that's better because mine's long. See, I've got
I
just
attach
this.
it. Yeah, I attach it to the desk, and back
Okay,
here
this guys,
I
this is
have
so good. Gooseneck.
I have
You,
a it's it.
yeah, you're
It's
gonna have to move
I have a wall mount. You
you
can't see
got to
it. I
move
have a wall
your,
mount.
okay. So it can
I
get you
was
from
trying
the
to pull
back.
it. Yeah, I was trying to pull it. It's back here. So wall mount back there. If you see that
That
black
black
thing.
thing. Oh, got it,
Yeah,
got it, got it.
I was trying to pull it out, but I was like, okay, okay. Clearly, I didn't plan ahead. So I have it's so the base is on the floor, and it pulls up over here. So I got it about 3 years ago, and that's one of the best things I could ever purchase because now all I have to do, especially if I really wanted to do a get ready with me or a POV, I can just put my iPad up on
Oh,
the floor mount, and I can put my phone over here, and I can have dual
oh, wow.
cameras, and use it. And I think also, honestly, having good associates work as well. This past year, I had two videographers that I work with, and and you don't need to have a videographer to do content, but if you're really going to up your game and have a videographer, and we just bartered services, so I
Okay.
helped set up their ads, and for the 6 months he recorded at least about 50 pieces of content for me. So now
Wow.
I have a base of 50 pieces of content that I can use, and now for this year all of my offers are going to be done in this high quality production that I want to have evergreen use for me. But
Yeah.
so the tip, like back to what we were saying, as opposed to trying out content organically, do that. But before you go to the high production, do the iPhone
Right.
content first. And then when you
Yes.
see what resonates, then go to the high production that you can use to run what you call your conversion or your sales-based ads.
Oh,
So we
got
didn't
it.
talk about that. That's the last piece. And one of the ways I vet clients is their willingness to wait.
Ooh, patience, baby.
Because a lot of times I have clients who will want me to work with them and say, okay, listen, I got this money. I need you to turn around for me in 30 days. That's a red flag. I was like,
Right.
okay, pause. Maybe you don't need an ads person. Maybe you need a sales strategist to find out where the hole in your offer is.
Right.
Because you hiring me to run ads to an offer that's not converting, it's not going to work. It's not
Right.
going to
Yep.
work.
Yep. 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 You
So,
got to have it has to be converting for
mhm.
sure.
And then so I mean, so with that being said, it's like I have to make sure that I operate in integrity as well, and and I turn away more clients that I actually bring on because it's
Mhm.
like the way my brain works. It's like I'm going through my intake process and I can see it. I'm like, okay, so here's the offer,
Yeah.
here's this, and I'll ask certain questions to let me know how well does the CEO know their own numbers. And if
Right.
they're not able to tell me what's going on in their business verbally, then there's nothing I'm going to be able to do to turn around their business physically with the ads.
Right.
They just believe it is. So a lot of times, especially when you're doing content and running ads, they believe, okay, if I give her this money, she's going to turn it around for me. Do not buy people who say that's not the truth. Your systems, your offer, your fulfillment, that is what brings the people and keeps them there, you
Right.
know, no matter what type of ad you put on it. So, like, I'm always preaching about it in a way that I really want to work with clients who are clear about that so that I can put them on a 90-day plan. And
Yeah.
then, so you're not freaking out on day 31, but we have 100,000 people in our beehive, and now we can go ahead and get our offer out there. And then
Right.
you see what I'm saying? Like this little things like
Yes.
that, that I know that if I run these ads, your offer is going to work. If I run these ads, we're going to get conversions to see how this works. Like that is the type of energy that I'm on, especially with the advent of a lot of people saying they know how to run ads because they took a course or two, you know,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
that's how I know that's okay. What I have to offer is valuable, because I know for me, my personal investment now has been well over $75,000 from just learning from joining the masterminds, from learning
Yes.
how to not only run ads myself, losing money running ads myself
That
on my
part.
own offer, you know,
So let me
listening to
ask
people.
you,
Yeah,
so when you're asking CEOs, I'm a big fan of having KPIs. What are the the KPIs you're asking people? Like, what are the numbers you think the CEO needs to know in
I
case
think
they're
a
watching?
C,
Yeah.
yeah, I think a CEO needs to know what's your average monthly revenue, like
Okay.
period. If you say about, it's
Hmm.
around, if you can't tell me what your average monthly revenue was for the last 90 days, then that's a red flag. Because
Okay.
my next question is going to be, what are your three core offers?
Okay.
Because I'm going to be expecting a CEO to tell me what their loss leader offer is, what their mid offer is, and what their high ticket offer is. So
Okay.
I know for me, I have my workshop. My workshop is $47. Then I have my coaching program. The coaching program is $5,500. Then I have my done for you program. My done for you program, if you want me to drop everything, do it from you, is a custom. It ranges anywhere between 15 and 20. It doesn't matter.
Right.
What depends on what you want me to do, whether it's because I remember with one client, we actually flew all the way to West Texas, well into West Texas, into oil country. And we followed him for 4 days. We did 2 trips out there. And that was a 15K project where we did
Wow.
all of his content. I'm talking about the tumbleweeds, the oil pumps.
Yeah. Wow.
the-
Cool.
Yes.
Or not, but
Yeah,
sounds
maybe I
cool.
can show you some content that we filmed out there for that. But that
Yeah.
was a really, really exciting project. And he is teaching people how to thrive in the oil field. So like people who
Okay.
are doing trucking in the oil field, they get a lot of money lining up in the within the oil beds. And
Oh
you know,
yeah.
it's really specific and intricate, but it's very interesting. It's not that many African Americans. He's like one of like four African American operators in the state of Texas. One of
Wow.
four, you
Oh,
know? So
that's a
it's just
big state too.
yeah, exactly. So just with that, for me, I have to make sure that I allocate my offers accordingly, because everyone who comes to me may not be ready for the upper tier offer.
Right.
They may be ready for the coaching offer, and I used to do
Yes.
the one-on-one coaching, but what I realized is that when I get people into a group and talk to them about the same problems, everybody gets better. And then
Yeah.
here's
Yeah.
my weakness, the educator in me, because I'm gonna pull you. I'm gonna be like, excuse me, you ain't come to class yesterday.
Right.
Can you tell me what's up? What's good? Some people don't care, but I actually care.
Me
Can you please
too.
do the Can
I
you
know.
please show Can you please
Right.
complete the class? So I have to be careful as well, because I do get emotionally invested
Yeah.
in the
You can't
success
want
of
it
my
more.
clients.
I'm the same way. I text it, I text people, although I will just side note, I know some people that invested $200,000 and didn't even show up to the calls, not with me, but with someone else.
Hmm.
Didn't show up to the calls, didn't even like get the fulfillment of the main takeaway that they were going to receive. It's
Mm.
crazy. That's interesting. So we want to have our monthly revenue, our three core offers. Any other questions that you would ask a CEO?
Um, I will ask the CEO, what is the transformational outcome?
Yes.
What is the transformational outcome? Everybody wants to earn money and make a living. I have no qualms. I have no judgment towards that. But I have to, at least from, again, Mevity, I have to know that you're helping people. I have to believe that you're helping people.
Yes.
And I feel like I do my best work when I know people are being helped and people are being transformed. And I want to be a part of that movement
Mm.
with the CEO.
Yes. I love it.
So so yeah,
And
I'm just ready to pick that
how does God play? Because I know that you and I, we prayed before
up.
and we're both believers. So how does God play into your business?
think for me, this has been a learning experience for me of surrender.
Mhm.
I've always been too smart for my own good. Where the analogy I'll say is like, give God your plans and he'll laugh in your face. I'm the type of
Yeah.
person that said, I'll show you. Jesus, make it work, you know? And at the 11th hour, when everything goes to crap, Lord Jesus, help me, Lord, help me, Lord Jesus, So I would just have these grandiose plans that I created. And this is an
Yeah.
I. And I would never ask God about what is his will. And
It's good.
particularly this last year, has been me just surrendering and saying, God, I don't know anything. I'm dumb. I'm stupid.
Mm.
Please teach me, educate me, guide me, show me. And it's like
Mhm.
when I just relinquished control over what I thought was right and just allowed him to just move, that's when things have shifted. That's when the protection had came, because I feel like because
Mm.
I was so smart for my own good, I just thought I knew everything. And I put myself in situations where I was compromised, you
Right.
know, and in business, personally, and all things. And I would wonder, like, how did I get here? It's like, no, there's a reason. God didn't allow it. You did it. You decided. You
Mhm.
said, this is how
Mhm.
you got here. So now I've just been in a place of incubation where I'm just like, God, I'm not moving till you tell me. And it's like, and even now, it's like I realize that now that these decisions are being made with him, it makes it so much easier.
Right.
Like there's an ease that I have never
Mhm.
experienced before in just allowing God to be in front of you, not
Amen.
beside you, in front of you. And I have no
Right.
problem now being right behind him saying, yes, Lord, yes, Lord. So I think what God has for me, God for me, it's been a journey for me to trust and surrender. That is what I have my testimony,
Amen.
to trust and surrender again.
That's good. All right. Give me an amen in the comments. Be
Yeah.
like, if trust and surrender has been your jam. Okay, thanks for sharing. And there's that passage, I think it's at James, and it's like, you say you're going to go and you're going to go do business in this place, but you don't know, God orders your steps. And so we
Mhm.
might have plans, but he's ordering our steps. So I am a go-getter. I can completely relate to everything you're saying. Okay, so now we're talking about content to cash flow. You've given us so much. I know you have a free gift. You have a training or
Yeah.
something. Can you share that with us?
Yeah, so I am coming out with a course called Content to Cash Flow, and I have these workshops that I do monthly. And so what I'll do is like, if you join my wait list at Content to Cash Flow class, I believe, .com, I'll put it in the chat. I'll give it to Amanda.
Put it in the
I'll put
chat.
it in the chat. So just if you click on the link and join the wait list, I'll go ahead and send you all the information to
Okay.
join one of my free workshops that I'll be having. And then, you can apply to be a part of the cohort that I'll be opening for Content to Cash Flow. And that particular coaching program, I take you through everything. You get your own software, you get your own
Ooh.
funnels, and
Whoa.
we set up and launch your ads for you.
What?
So yeah, because I have to sit and think about it, Amanda, because I'm like, so many people are making money, but are we transforming people? Like, are we helping people be successful without trying? And I'm like, what is it going to take? I was like, you know
Right.
what? It's going to take simplification on the tech side. Everybody's not tech savvy. We need to simplify the software. So that was we overcame that barrier. Okay, everyone's not a designer. Okay, everybody's not a builder. So how can we create something to where they can just plug and play and make it work? Okay, so that's where the funnels come into play. Okay, everybody can't write or sell. So how are we going to send these emails and texts? Okay, that's where the text and the templates come out. And then finally, people don't understand traffic. People
Right.
or they don't understand how to put together and find quality traffic. And that's where the ads come into play. So I was like, let's work on all four of these positions and
Yeah.
put people in position to actually get their offers out there to people to serve, you know? And I think that we would get a lot of the market to public, basically, because in
Yeah.
our world is going live.
Right.
It's like a brick and mortar, right? So
Yeah.
there's plenty of people who have the funds to invest in these programs, but what's the percentage of the people who invest in these programs actually going live with their
Hmm.
offers and their business? Is
Right.
the coach, mentor, guru, whomever, are they in the trenches making sure and pulling the line and cracking the whip and getting people to recoup the investment that they put in? It is making
No,
me
they're
mad,
not.
you know?
Yeah, this
I
is good. This is like the
Yeah,
backbone. It's the engine, not just the ideas, it's the engine
yeah, the
to
engine,
implementation
exactly. But I want when
and
I'm
the
out in
key.
public and people say, Mevany, or they think about media by Mevany, one thing you will never associate me with is scamming. No, you're gonna do this work.
Yeah.
You're not gonna have me in these streets talking about I ain't give you what you but no, no, what's up? I'm sorry, I gotta go back to my Atlanta.
I
See,
love
Atlanta.
it.
See, I
Atlanta.
go back into my inner Atlanta. See, I'm the one that show up at your house. They're like, excuse you. I heard you had said something about me on this internet. I'm a person and we gonna talk,
We gonna
so
talk. You're so fun. Well,
so
I
that
love
that is
the
that is my goal. That is my goal,
that,
is to really, everyone is not perfect, and I'm not throwing rocks or trying to antagonize anybody by any means. But I'm just thinking, anytime you want to do something, my question is, how do I make it better, and how do I add to the world? How do I add to it? So this
yeah.
is just me wanting to add to it and make it better for other people.
Content to cashflowclass.com. We'll put it
Yes.
in the comments. Yes,
Hmm.
Matt, thank you. You're a genius. I mean, I think
Thank you.
everyone's falling in love with you. You're so fun, passionate. You're simplifying the complications, what feels
Hmm.
hard, but you're really
Hmm.
in these 4 levels, you're really helping them bring it to market, bring it to the
Yeah.
marketplace instead of just this idea, but idea to implementation. So guys,
Hmm.
go ahead and grab her class and
Hmm.
join it. Thank you so much for showing up, and be sure you watch the next video and follow you where I mean we got to go watch your POVs and your get ready with me. Where are you on Instagram,
Oh,
Facebook?
okay. I'm on all platforms, Media by Mevany. And Media by Mevany is spelled MEV as in victory, ONNIE. So Media by Mevany, all platforms, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook,
Okay.
um, oh, it's up YouTube. I think I'm gonna add some YouTube content out there too,
Oh,
but I'll set up my channel too
I just
for
followed
YouTube.
you. I just followed you. That just
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah.
All right.
So all platforms, Media by Mevany. That's me.
Excellent. Well, thank you for being here. Y'all go follow her, and I'll see you in the next video. Be sure to like and subscribe. Bye.